Hello guys, just close this curtain. Right, here we are. Hello guys, welcome to my video, and today I'm going to try to introduce myself. This is Mr. Jar Chicken, so I'm going to make a video just so I can learn about more knowledge about my experiences and learning about my constructions and my photo equipments, and just trying to get to make this video for you, so I don't want to disappoint anybody who has disliked my content, and that's okay. And yeah, let's get right into the video. Before we can do that, make sure to leave a comment down below in the description, and you can share your thoughts and get your opinions ready, and so you can reply back and give your feedback. And so maybe that's why you could maybe check out my videos just in case. It's up to you. And yeah, let's get right into the video. And yeah, guys, what I wanted to talk about is I wanted to make a discussion that I really wanted to try discuss is the caffeine. What happens to you drink caffeine to your body? How does caffeine impact your body? How does it change your body? Hold on. How does it change your sakisam or your sense of humor or your gratitude or your happiness? But as an example where you might feel more stabilized, where you could think of what you can say, what you can do, what you could be responsible for, what kind of things you like doing. Like that gives you a possible ability to understand what it's like to try have a normal situation where you don't have to have a difficult strategy, where you don't need to negatively impact your time being. But that's not because you're just trying to make sure that you don't have to overreact, but that's because the caffeine helps you to clear out your negativity. It helps you to make you feel positive, because that's a nature where you have to accept the fact that caffeine can actually make you happy. But it depends on your personality. It's not like because it does change your personality. No. It's just because sometimes it clarifies your mind, where it helps you to clear out and give you to space out the thoughts, to help you to recognize the reason why caffeine can change your mood is because it's a stimulant. It's for people who has ADHD, who may have difficulty with hyperactivity, inattentiveness, or impulsivity. And that's what I have. But it depends. It's just because of my autism. So you don't think that autism and ADHD are connected together, because they're both the same. But they look related some way, but they don't look the same as I used to usually be. But it's kind of related. But as you can tell, guys, you can tell that it's not possible to experience some positive effects that caffeine brings. But what it does is it brings a lot of energy, where you could control, what you could identify your inputs, where you don't have to stick it to the senses, where your hearing or your eyes or your mouth works. It's not because of that. It helps you to produce the brain chemicals that releases the transmitter cells and gives you logical um, results, and just trying to change your behaviour. It's not your personality. That's what caffeine does. Caffeine does change your body, but in different ways. You don't know which one can make you feel that way. Um, but sometimes caffeine could magically make you feel refreshed or energetic, or maybe more responsible, because it just depends on how you might need to actually try and succeed or proceed, or maybe you could do is desperately try answer these questions so that it doesn't have to be really difficultly difficult, but always trying to always manage the possibility of just learning and controlling yourself. It's just not because you're always negative. But in the real world, you feel like you want to have a nice go under the bridge, you go under the river, you want to go under the bridge, you see the water through, you see the reflection of your facial express. Because once you get to that point, you might need to always just remember, just always just trying to always manage your emotions and just always trying to control them. That's okay. It depends on how you don't have to get really completely customized when you're drinking coffee or energy drinks. Don't go near it, because energy drink is not good for the heart, because it overstimulates your neurogenesis chemical balance, which can lead to chemical imbalance. And I think that's why you have to stop, you know, in taking caffeine, because it might increase your heart rate. It will make the heart beat faster, because that is an impossibility that you might end up having dehydrated, because when your body cannot overdrive it or cannot flush out the system or cannot even get rid of that, That's because it's telling you it's getting ready to prepare for fight flight. It's a response called stress hormones. And the body, it does produce a lot of problems where you can mistaken that caffeine can lead to stress, which isn't true. But sometimes caffeine can actually cause anxiety. But anyone who drinks it will experience anxiety. It's not because you can't technically you cannot learn to try focus. You cannot force it out to challenge these enforcements. But it's not because you're just not declining. It's just because you're not even challenging your hardest. So that's why you have to be more resilient. How you could bring more confidence in you and how you could describe who you are. That's like you're just trying to organize your personality. That's not like you're trying to focus on the the outlooks of the positive nature. It's because you're going under the bridge. You see the water. You see the nice heavenly place. You want to be in the good place called heaven. Did you ever heard of heaven? It's a place for angels, who people who is good and who is more um, mature. And that's why it's important to just always try and manage the focus on training your mind. So you might know what I'm talking about. So that makes sense. So maybe that's why you got to just recognize the reason why you have to focus on the situations. Just don't let it go. Just focus on who you are and build your personality scores, and that can make you a unique person. Trust me. That's what caffeine does. Coffee can actually make you a unique person because it depends on the logics where you don't have to get really difficult in yourself. You feel like you can't make eye contact, you cannot recognize your body language or your facial expressions or some way. It's not that. It's something to do with your how the brain produces the information input because you cannot search it up or look it up because it's gonna fly away. Sorry guys, it's the fly in my way. It's nervous me. But yeah, it's completely making me feel really more comfortable in doing videos again because it's making me doing videos again. So I wanted to talk about caffeine for a change instead of history. So I wanted this because I went to the Odeon and I went to the Cafe Costa in Scotland, and that was good. It was clever because it made me feel more expressionable. It made me feel more recreational and more creative, more creative. Because sometimes it does help you to release a lot of energy, which could keep you journaling. That's normal. It's normal for anyone who gets journaling. But don't give me one on this because I'm just trying to prove my point here. I'm just trying to get to the point where I could successfully learn to try to succeed my plans because since you're learning that way, it's not that because you can't challenge the negative thoughts, it's because you're trying to challenge yourself from that situation. Because since coffee can create these possibilities, it can make you less repetitive. It stops you from repeating yourself or stops you from having highly restrictive behaviours or hyperactivity because it does cure hyperactivity temporarily, but not all the time. It happens in a small amount of time where it depends on how you don't have to put too much sugar. That may make hyperactivity worse. So that's why it's important to be careful to watch out for sugar. Don't ever put too much sugar in coffee because I did that before and it really spiked my heart rate, and that's why I'm going to stop complaining about why sugar is not good for you. So here I am. Sugar, 2 sugars, that's fine. So maybe that's why I'm just trying to introduce myself, and this is me. Hope you enjoy watching this video. What do you think about what happens when you drink caffeine? What happens after drinking caffeine? What happens to your body after drinking caffeine? What can it be the effects? What can it be the questions? What could be the interpersonalizations, or what can it be the citizens or the beliefs you have? Just sharing the thoughts in the description so you can get your thoughts ready and get your key on working. And just remember, just stay dedicated and don't forget, just enjoy your life. Please don't be negative because it's not good for anyone's mental health. And you have to be positive. Like me, I'm positive. So that's why you have to be positive. You exploring nature, and here you are. Just make it up to yourself and don't let yourself down. That's what you need to do. Look in the mirror, be positive, and you won't be impacted. That's all that's what I got to say about that. Hope you like the bottom line. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and remember to be winners, and I hope you enjoy watching this video about what happens after drinking caffeine. What happens to your body after drinking caffeine? Okay, get my words mixed up. I don't know what I'm like. I'm just super nervous, but that's okay. That happens. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and stay peace. Peace out. Remember to be winners.